that's for daytime. For nighttime, it's respectively 130 and 160 RMB yuan. And now it's the snow season, so when will the snow park be in operation in this season? We opened since mid-November, and we aim to last until the late February. So the season lasts for about 100 days. It's pretty long. That's benefiting from the snow and ice industry in Jilin province. Thank you, Mr. Ma, for your time. If you look up, we could see the fog surrounding the mountains. It's magnificent. Do you know what is making the fog? The snow fog. As a local in northeastern China, this thing is commonplace to me. It's snowmaker, and I see it a lot in the parks. It's like a blowing machine. I used to blow some bubbles in my childhood, and when the bubbles come out, they turn into snow because of the low temperature. Today we also have a person responsible for the snowmakers, Li Long. Welcome. Good morning, everyone in front of the TV. Mr. Li, my question is, how many snowmakers do we have in this park? Tianding Mountain Snow Park owns 28 snowmakers, all imported from overseas. They are well-known brands, and in the distance we could see one operational snowmaker. 28 snowmakers are distributed in all the courses. Now, with the time passing by and the temperature going low, the snowmakers will work 24/7, and we hope to open as many courses as possible at an early date so that our customers have a better experience. Mr. Li, I see that when the snowmakers are blowing snow, the snow makes a foggy atmosphere. Could you please introduce about the working mechanism of the snowmakers? We have high-pressure water and high-pressurized air. They were combined together. We cannot see very clearly from the distance. At the foothill, we have a specific reservoir for snowmaking, and with different snowmaking pumps, the water was transmitted to different outlets, and then they support the snowmakers. And also in the snowmakers, there is such a pressurizer. They pressurize the water and the air all together in the machine, and then with the fans of the machine, they will contact with the cold air in the surroundings. And when these particles fall down in the air, that's like the snow fog. So if it's too cold outside, will it be water blown out of the snowmaker? The colder the weather is, or the drier the weather is, then the better the snow quality and the snow quantity as well. When the snow is blown out, they pile up on the mountains. It doesn't look like a natural snow course. Why? Because there is another machine. And what are the other procedures after blowing the snow out? As you said, they're like the snow piles coming out of the snowmakers, and the customers cannot directly snowboard on them. So we need the snowcats to stamp on the piles of snow, and it's very expensive. To be honest, for the grooming machine, there is a shovel in front of the grooming machine, and I see it driving towards us. They will level up the ground. So you could see that usually for the snow courses oriented to the customers are like the snow noodles, very flat with just lines. That's the footprints of the grooming machine. They look quite like the noodles, and they are soft when you step on it. Let's have a try. They're tightly pressed. Yes, they're artificial. That's why. I know that Jilin is well known internationally as a snow and ice sports base. The Alps and Rocky Mountains are the other two famous places for snowboarding. I know that there will be a heavy snowfall in these days in Changchun. If you press the snow, they feel like sugar condensed in your hands. And if you fall down, it doesn't hurt because it's very flexible with very small particles of snow. Now let's move on and have a look at the courses. For artificial snow, what's the difference of it from the natural snow? I heard that once the natural snowfall isn't enough, you will make a lot of artificial snow as a supplement. For natural snow, they are dry and they are soft, but given the snow amount in Jilin province, it's far from enough from what's expected in snow parks. So we need the snowmakers to supplement some artificial snow. For example, there are certain criteria of the depth of the snow and other criteria for snowboarding and skiing. So for artificial snow, usually the humidity is higher than that of the natural snow, and the density is bigger. So to put it simply, it's hotter than this natural snow. And with the snowmobile, we could guarantee good snowboarding experience even with artificial snow. As to the courses, what is the depth of the snow on the courses? And that's related to the compaction depth. It's about over half a meter in depth. We also have to consider the temperature rise early next year and the lengthening of the snow season. We must guarantee enough depth of snow. So right now, when we look at the snow courses, it's about half a meter depth. Yes, this is the juniors courses. After compaction, they are usually about over 70 centimeters depth. It seems very high from below. Those are actually the intermediate snow courses. It's not for the superiors. They must take the cables up. And how long does it take to take the lift and arrive at the mountain top? 7 minutes, that's quick enough. What about the height of the mountains? It's 96 meters vertically. And how long does it take to get down from the hilltop? And the courses is about 800 to 900 meters long. How many courses does Tianding Mountain has? 16 courses last year, but this year, with the national call of making 300 million people enjoying ice and snow games, in these 2 years, we opened 2 other courses for education purposes. And we also set up some new courses for professional trainings. So this year, that number rises up to 18 courses. With the temperature low, our 22 snowmakers are working around the clock. We will open all the other courses as early as possible. What's the total length of the courses? 7 kilometers last year, but this year with the new courses, it's about 10 kilometers. So you're offering a very favorable environment for the snow lovers. And I see a lot of kids, they are very small, but they are quite proficient. I am eager to have a go myself. And thank you, Mr. Li, for your time. Let's look at the juniors. Do you love snowboarding? I love it, but I'm a newbie. And I see so many kids in the juniors lanes. Some of the kids are wearing very cute cartoon mats at their back just in case they fall down. And this must be a trainer teaching the kid. The kid looks very young. He's wearing the boots. Hello there. How old are you? 7. And what's your name? Mao Mao. Hello there, Mao Mao. It's nice to meet you. When did you start learning snowboarding? Since 2019, so you have 2 years experience. How do you find it? It's fun. Do you come here every winter? Yes, I do. How long since the trainers taught you? I learned in the beginning by myself, actually by my dad. So you started with snowboarding? Yes. That's awesome. Could you please show us your skills? Sure. And also, Mr. Trainer, is it common to have such young kids here? It's common. There is a saying that the younger they start with snowboarding, the easier it will be. Yes, because snowboarding requires a body balance. If they are young, their gravity center will be lower to the ground, so it's easier for them to learn. So, Mama, you could be our trainer later on. He's very composed, and he just got up. How do you walk on the snow on the board? Now let's get up and experience snowboarding. Momo is a snowboarder. And the trainer skis. See you later. What is that course? That's the magic carpet. It's usually for the juniors. And usually it's the skiers with their equipment on. Will it be slippery? Actually, no. The materials of the carpet allows you to not fall down from the carpet. It feels weird and magical. Usually we should be wearing the boards on it because with the board and the bigger size of it, it's steadier to stand on it. So is it mandatory to wear the helmet? Yes, because it's a risky sport. In the snow park, you have to wear a helmet. And you're wearing goggles because the ultraviolet is very strong outdoors, so usually we wear the goggles. And also we can avoid to be sunburned. I see a lot of turtle mats. For the juniors of snowboarders, that's quite necessary, and I do need it. Do you offer many courses for the youngsters? Yes, we have camps. But we have an age threshold above 7 years old. We don't have very stringent requirement for the kids as long as they can run very fast and they can stop willingly and they can jump up and down, then those kids are qualified to learn snowboarding. So it's basically depending on their interests. Such courses are really appealing to kids. Our courses include not just skiing or snowboarding. And I see some mats standing in between. Yes, just in case the snowboarders or skiers may dash towards the magic carpet, we have to divide the two spaces. And it seems very high right now. The angle of the slope is about 5 to 6 degrees. The kids are lying in a queue with a trainer beside them. They have standard movements and they are all snowboarders. I do want to try snowboarding. And as to me, I'm trying skiing and I am ready to fall down. This place has a natural edge. The weather is cloudy and a snowfall is about to come in Changchun. Now we can have a closer look at the snowmaker. It's like a very big hair dryer. And it blows the air into snow. That's magical. The snowshoes are getting ready. How do we wear the snowshoes? For skiers and snowboarders, the shoes are different. It's going to be very tight when I clap. So point your foot towards the front as much as you can. And when you are standing on the snow, your gravity is leaning forward. So do we usually wear some protective equipment? Yes. Just like the turtle mats, those are for the snowboarders. For the skiers, we may wear something inside our clothes. We could wear the protective clothes to protect our shoulders, our butts, and our knees. The snowshoes look quite similar to the usual snowshoes. Yes, but it's much bigger. Momo is up here. And we welcome our viewers to comment. So for the skiers, you have to tie your shoes with the strings. The strings have to be very tight. It's much different from the usual snowshoes worn daily. So I'm getting ready. How do you feel, Yuexin? It's like I'm having 2 more feet. When I was choosing my equipment, and I was recommended this snowboard. So here I go. I'm gonna take all our viewers to experience snowboarding. Let me introduce how to choose your equipment. When I was choosing it, he asked me about my height and recommended me this one. Yes, the snowboard must be up to your chin in terms of the length. And I see some blades. Yes, on the edge. That's the edge blades. It's the same thing with the ski equipment. Your equipment seems to be shorter than mine. That's for trainers' purpose. Because we need to be very flexible teaching others, so wearing the shorter equipment will allow us to be more flexible. You seem to be enjoying this and very proficient. Actually, no. Now it's my turn. It's weekend. There are so many customers here. Yesterday I came and I saw many people who are good at it. It's a bad beginning. I fall already before I start. So that's your first fall in this snow season. You know how to get up. Now the turtles should be here to my help. The trainer is teaching me how to ski. For the beginners, the 2 poles should be very helpful. It could help you to keep your balance. And also, It could be helpful for speeding up with the pose. And mind your posture. Your two ski boards should be the width of your shoulders. And put your two hands in front of you, just like you're hugging someone. And for the two poles, it should be around the place of the two fixers and look forward. Now let me help you how to break. In this posture, you go forward and with your 2 feet, make it like the Chinese character 8. And also try not to go too far, otherwise the two equipment will hit each other. Now here you go. Break while I tell you. Now break. Very good. And your two hands should also be in the air. Many people are holding their poles under their arms. That's actually wrong. And don't change your posture when you break. Do not stand upright when you're breaking. And also, your body should always be leaning forward. And you should always look upright. And later on, let's check on Xiaozhi. Now you're standing up again. And you change your hands position. Let me show you how. Look at the front in this posture. Now let's check Xiaozhi. I've fallen for 5 times and I moved like 20 meters far. Could you teach me how to break? You should start from pushing one blade. Don't learn directly from those veterans. Take it slowly, step by step. Lean forward. I'm not falling very hard this time. It's really an extreme sports. Look at Momo. And here goes Xiaozhi. Remember how you play basketball? Put your gravity on your knees and go down naturally. Lean forward. The 7th fall. I'm very speedy right now. So the 8th fall. It's something for you to learn balance. Okay, 9 falls. So, ladies and gentlemen, it's not my lucky day today. And Yuexing is going downhill. I'm kind of scared. And I need to fight on. 9 falls already. When you're snowboarding, for example, when you're facing the course, keep yourself upright and then try to push the board with your feet. Use your tiptoe to push the blade. Look at the front. You're doing it fine. So I do have some talent for this. With Xiaozhi's starting point, will he be able to mount onto the intermediate course with the practice of one snow season? I think he will. Snowboarding is difficult in the beginning. That's different from the skiing. Skiing is simple from the beginning. Your 2 legs must use force altogether. I'm feeling hot with these sports going on. Xiaozhi, you're already downhill. Just now, Mr. Trainer taught me how to push the board. Even though you are not snowboarding today, but your skills are really helpful. Those are some basics. Because I was never professionally taught. You have to find professional trainers to teach you. You will learn the basics. You can self-learn by yourself, but if the basics are done wrong, then it's more difficult to correct them because they are already habitual to you now. That's right. Now let's move to other ways. If you can control your gravity point, it's easier for you to brake. So for skiing, braking is very important. I have another question. If we are skiing on a very high slope and steepy slope, what is the right position to fall down? For example, if you just have learned about how to stop and you feel like you're about to hit the person in front of you, you have to think about personal safety first. First of all, squat, throw your pose, and fall to the side. If you cannot stop it instantly, do not rely on shouting. You have to fall down voluntarily to avoid hitting the others. That makes point. If there is someone below you on the slope, try to fall down first instead of shouting to the others. I've fallen down for 12 times this day, and I could see the traces on your trousers. There are so many skills. And also, this sport is consuming. I am sweating. Is it a consuming sport? Yes, it is. It's good for exercise. Let's ask the kid. And if we look back, there are many other kids still on the hill. Ruixin, you seem much better than me today. Thanks to Mr. Sun. Today I seem to have learned how to brake, but I need practice. I think skiing will help to shape your body and build your body strength. I'm already sweaty right now with just one round of snowboarding. Actually, without the trainer, it's frightening to me. But don't be worried, everyone. It's not very dangerous. So that's about our live show today. Welcome to Jilin to experience the icy and snowy world. Come to Jilin to experience ice and snow sports. That's really speed and passion. Thank you for watching.